What's going on, fragrance family? Welcome to another episode of Taking a Test Drive Thursdays. Taking a Test Drive Thursdays is all about me taking a test drive on a fragrance that I purchased, and I wear that scent on my skin for several days, including today. It is my scent of the day today, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on this particular fragrance before it goes into the vault for full-fledged review. Today's test drive is on the house of Davidoff, and it is part of the blend line, which I absolutely love. This one is the latest one called Wood Blend. Sadly, Davidoff gave up on this blend line, and this is the end of the line. Unfortunately, if you haven't smelt any of these, please do. They're fantastic. However, they are very hard to find. They were hard to find back when they were actually being sold. So I don't know. Wood Blend is probably going to be a hard one to find, but it is a good video, especially if someone can't get a sample. So I unboxed this one back in 2019 and never really did a video. So it's time to talk about Wood Blend a little bit. So let's go under the hood. Let's take a look at some stats on this one. It was released back in 2017. The nose behind this is Julien Resquinet, an all-star nose. Major notes to my nose are the coriander. This is a coriander heavy fragrance. You don't find too many of those in the fragrance game, so I can't wait to talk about that. Saffron, so again, another spice, and vetiver. Now to crack this one open, again, it is my scent of the day, but I want to remind myself of this introduction. So as you saw in my major notes, there wasn't too much woods there except for vetiver. So let's sniff this one out. And this one opens with a heavy coriander note. Now the coriander takes center stage in Wood Blend and makes you think, wait a minute, is this a wood blend scent? Well, forget the name at this point, as the coriander note is the star of the show. It shows its warmth right away with its nutty, peppery, and slightly citrus take. It's a great take on the note, and I know that coriander can give off also a woody aspect to a scent, and it plays tricks here to the user, thinking there's wood in this particular fragrance. Now there is vetiver, of course, but the coriander does the heavy lifting here. You can really smell, especially anybody that owns this, you can really smell that nuttiness, that pepperiness up top, and that woody aspect. I was really engulfed by the coriander in this opening, and I totally forgot there's other notes in this particular release. Namely, the saffron helps with the spicy take here. I wouldn't call this scent highly spicy, but it does have some bite to it. There's also a nutmeg note here that helps that coriander and that saffron with the spicy take. The only real woody note in the note breakdown in this scent is the vetiver, which does help with that imagery, but I would not consider this scent a highly woody scent. It's a little leather, and there's a little bit of an ambery glow that a lot of these blends have. That backs all that spice. The blend is outstanding here, so it is in the name, Wood Blend, and the blend's outstanding in this opening, and it shows the strength of this blend line. Davidoff, if you blindfolded me and I smelt this introduction, I would have never, ever guessed in my wildest dreams that it was a Davidoff release. Now let's get into the dry down on this one. Now the dry down continues on the same path, as it never went really that much darker on my skin. It feels dark, but never pushing too much. There is that theme on the blend line that they go really smooth on your skin, and this one does the same thing. The dry down shows some of the warmer notes, including the ambery glow with the olibanum, which gives the scent a more resinous, balsamic quality with the leather and the ambery take that come all together. The coriander, the vetiver, the saffron, and some cardamom here follow the darker notes into this dry down. Well blended and excellent designer release. Now let's look at Seasons, Day, Night versatility and performance. Let's start with Seasons. This fragrance, even though it's not a big punching darker scent, it is a dark scent. I feel like fall and early spring are the best seasons for it, but it can work, of course, in winter, depending how bad your winters are. Day or night, I feel like this is more of a nighttime all year scent to me. So you can wear this every season, nighttime. Why not? Versatility, fairly average. I don't see, this one, again, doesn't have that big punch that a lot of darker fragrances have. It's well blended and smooth on the skin, so it brings that versatility actually up. Performance, longevity was pretty good at 6 to 8 hours. It cut a little short. I felt like some of these blends do well on my skin. This one went a little short to me. Not that it's a big deal. I like my 7 to 9 hours, but this goes right into it a little bit. It's a little less, and projection was fairly average. So my final thoughts on Wood Blend by Davidoff, and what a shame that this line is gone from the brand. The quality of this blend line versus the rest of the Davidoff lineup is like night and day. I'll be honest. Maybe they made this line for true frag heads, but I wish they brought this line back with more fragrances instead of trying to cash in on their cash cow of cool water and make a million flankers of it. I understand the business side of things, but this line is absolutely great. Wood Blend is made for people that like scents like Encre Noire from Lalique and Déclaration from Cartier. You must like vetiver. Here's your Encre Noire reference. It's not as dark as Encre Noire, it's not as daring as Encre Noire, but it utilizes vetiver, and you have to like the note. And spices, of course, and that's a reference to Déclaration, which utilizes those spices. Another solid blend release from Davidoff, even though it's not a true blue woody scent. Don't think Home Depot here. Don't expect a heavy sandalwood based scent here. It really is almost a trick to your nose. And Julien Resquinet, which is an all-star parfumier, has done amazing fragrances. Did an excellent job with just a singular note here. Coriander really stole the show here. So this is more about the blend, like it says on the bottle. Personally, I felt the spices are the star of the show, especially the coriander. Overall, an excellent release from the brand of Davidoff. I'm done now with Wood Blend. It's going to go in the vault now for more testing until the full-fledged review. But you can hit us up in the comments below. What do you think of it? I'm looking forward to your comments below on this particular release and the blend line. One of my favorite lines from the brand of Davidoff. Now, at the end of the day, a great airport fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely.